In this example, let's take a look at another way of animating a slightly different model of a conveyor belt. So I have the conveyor belt loaded over here and it's got some texture. So if I go to Panels, Save Layouts, and if I go to my Perspective UV Texture Editor, if I select it, here's the texture. If I just select, right-click UV and select these guys, here's the texture. This is what it is. It's like gray with some lines over here and a full gray over here. So I can just leave it this way if I want to, but I wanted that little patch over there, so that's what I had. So I have it, if I just zoom into this, this is how I have it right now. So what I'm going to do is simply animate the texture in this case. So let's see how we can do that. So let's go to our Panels, Perspective, and Camera. And simply let's increase our frames. So I'm going to have, let's say, around 450 frames over here. And select the object, Control A. And let's go all the way over here. We could have deleted the history on that. So if you don't want to see all that poly modeling over there, you can simply go to Edit, Delete by Type, History. So now if you Control A on the object, it nicely goes on there, on the material or the shader level. So let's come down over here. Let's go to the color channel, and you can see there's an input right there. So let's click on the input, and it'll take us to the file, which is this file right here. Let's go to the Place 2D Texture node. And in the Place 2D Texture node, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to animate the offset in this case. So right over here, I'm simply going to go and animate this offset. So, and the way I'm doing this right now, I'm holding down Control, a little nice little technique in Maya, and left mouse button, I'm just simply scrolling. So let's undo that. Let's go to make sure we're on the first frame. And how do you keyframe from here? You simply right click, you say Set Key, and you simply go to the last frame in this case. That's how simple this is going to be. And let's say the conveyor belt is going to move in that direction. And maybe I'm going to have, let's say 0.450. And then right click, set a key again. And now, at this time, if I play it, you can see right there, we have a conveyor belt animation. So that's pretty cool. And if you wanted to control it, you can select the object, and if you go to your animation editor's graph editor, you see nothing over here. And the reason for that is because you got to select what you've animated. So in this case, if I go back to our Hypershade, let's open the Hypershade. There's our material. Let's middle mouse button drag and drop it over here. And let's simply click on this button which says Graph Materials on Selected Objects. Actually, the one after that. Input Connections. And you can see there's our Place 2D Texture. Let's click on that. Make sure that's selected. And right now you can see Offset U and V is showing up right over here. So we just did the Offset U, and we didn't need to do the V. So again, if you wanted to check, we just animated, this is your U or X, this is your V or Y. So we just animated this value. So you can see right now, it's showing me, this is the horizontal axis is our time, and the vertical axis is our value right here. So if you wanted this to go fast, it started at, on frame 1, it started with the value of 0. And at frame 450, the value was 0.45. So we can just simply move this up. Or you can also type in right over here, let's say, let's do 1. How about that? Let's see, almost a double right there. Hit A. Oops, to frame over here. I accidentally typed A over there. So there you go, that's the value of 1. And now if we play this, you can see that the conveyor belt is moving a lot faster. So that's how you will see it in the graph editor. And if you wanted to move it manually, you can hold down Shift, and with your move tool selected right here, you can middle mouse button click on the key. You can see how it gives you a question mark because it's going to track your mouse whether you want to go left right here or up and down this way. If I was to go this way, pretty much what I'm doing is the conveyor belt animation is right now, if you watch over here, it's stopping at frame 286, but that's not what I wanted. So I just wanted to go up and down. So if I wanted much faster, I can go up right here and you can see the value changing. So there you go. There's another way of animating your conveyor belt while using your textures.